Good evening, everyone. Today I am going to go ahead and show you how to make roast chicken with some vegetable. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make some roast chicken with vegetable. What I have here, I have some yellow potatoes and some red potatoes that I went ahead and I washed. And how you wanted to wash your potatoes, you're going to put it under the water and take a brush that you have, and you're going to brush the skin of the potato thoroughly until all the sand and whatever is on the potato is off. That's how you're going to go ahead and you're going to wash your potato. Okay, so I am going to be making roast potato and chicken. In my bowl here, I have some drumstick and some chicken thighs that I went ahead and I marinate for the past 7 hours in my refrigerator. I took it out 45 minutes before and leave it out on the counter so it could thaw a little. But I marinate my chicken overnight, and what I marinate my chicken with is my dry rub. And my dry rub, this is what my dry rub look like. And what I have in my dry rub here, okay, what I have into my dry rub here, I have rosemary, thyme, chili pepper, chili seed. I have garlic powder, onion powder, some cube powder. I also have some mustache. And I have some tenderizing seasoning that I have in my rub here. I'm going to go ahead and list everything into the description so you could know what my rub is made up of. Also, I do have a video on how to make dry rub. You could go ahead and check that out. I'm going to link it to the video, or you could go ahead and check it out on the on my channel. Okay, but this is what my rub look like, and this is what I'm seasoning my vegetable with and my chicken. Okay, so that is what I went ahead and I seasoned my chicken with some olive oil and let it marinate for 7 hours in my refrigerator. Okay, so that's my chicken. Over here I have my potatoes. I have a couple of potatoes here which I'm going to go ahead and I am going to cut. And I'm going to cut my potatoes small because I want it to cook the same time with my chicken. So I am going to cut my potatoes into little chunks like these. Not too big, not too small. And that is how I am going to be using it for my roasted vegetable. I want my potato to cut small, not too large, because I want it to cook the same time with my chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to roughly chop my potatoes here, and then we'll go ahead and start seasoning our vegetables. And you want to make this chicken into a large dish. All depends on how much chicken you're making. I'm actually making about 5 pounds of chicken. So I'm going to be using my large baking dish over here. I'm going to continue to cut my potatoes. Roughly chop them into nice even chunks. And always make sure to wash your vegetables, especially now. Always make sure to wash your vegetables. And I always like to use red and yellow potatoes. I find instead of the ideal potatoes, I like the red and yellow potatoes better. I find it more creamier than the ideal potatoes, and I find that it roasts much better. But whatever potatoes you have on hand, you could go ahead and use. Today I'm using red and yellow potatoes. Okay, so my potatoes is nicely chopped there. I'm going to go ahead and get my other vegetables that I have. And into my tray here, I have some peppers, some red pepper, orange pepper, yellow pepper, and green bell pepper, and some onion that I went ahead and I chopped up earlier to save some time. So I'm going to bring my potatoes over here. I'm going to make sure that it all loose apart here. And I am going to be adding my other vegetables into my pan here. All of my vegetables here. Okay, so here I have 5 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped. I am going to add 5 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped that I'm going to add to my vegetables there. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to seasoning our vegetable. Okay, so what we need for our vegetable, we're going to add a couple of teaspoons, a nice couple of teaspoons of olive oil here. We're going to add that to our vegetable, about 2 or 3 teaspoons. And then we have our dry rub here that we use for the chicken. We're going to go ahead and use the same rub for the vegetables. So both the vegetables and the chicken will have the same flavor. So we're going to drizzle some of the dry rub onto the vegetables, just like that. And what you wanted to do now, you wanted to go ahead and make sure this is completely mixed. You could use a spoon for this, or you could use your hands for this. Make sure you have nice clean hands. Make sure that every part of your vegetable is completely mixed with all of your seasoning and your olive oil. Just like that. And this seasoning, this dry rub that I have every single seasoning that you could think of. So what I have in here, I have some Italian seasoning, some dry Italian seasoning. I have some oregano, some basil. I have rosemary, onion powder, garlic powder. I have a little bit of Q powder. I have some Mrs. Dash, everything that I went ahead and I make my dry rub with. And I'm going to list all of it into the description screen. Into the description so you can know what my dry rub is made up of. And I do have other videos that you could go ahead and check that out. I do have other roast chicken and other roast meat, roast vegetables on my channel that you could go ahead and check out. Okay, so now that my vegetable is completely mixed here, what I'm going to do now, I am going to go ahead and start adding my chicken to my vegetables. So what you wanted to do, you just want to go ahead and ladle your chicken into your vegetable, just like that. Make sure that you get all of your chicken into your vegetable here. So your vegetable is actually the base for your chicken. So I'm going to bring this a little closer here. So your chicken is going to be ladled nicely into your vegetable there. And this is a very big pan. It's a 13. I think it's a 9 by 13 or 11 by 13, I'm not sure, but it's a large pan. And you're going to continue to ladle all your chicken into your vegetable there, just like that. There you go. All your chicken is into your pan there. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to go ahead and I have 1 stick of garlic herb butter here that I'm going to thinly slice. 1 stick of garlic herb butter that I'm going to go ahead here and I am going to thinly slice, and I am going to lay it, each piece, on top of my chicken, just like that. And what this is going to do, it's going to make the chicken, it's going to give the chicken a little bit more flavor and make the chicken golden brown. So I'm going to lay a little piece, slice of chicken, slice of butter onto my chicken here, my herbs butter. Make sure every one of my chicken get a piece here. Just like that. I'm going to drizzle a little bit more olive oil onto my chicken here. Just like that. And what you're going to do now, you're going to go ahead and you're going to cover this. Before I cover this, bear with me. So at this point, what I'm going to do, I am going to go ahead and ladle 1/4 cup of white wine around my pan, not onto the chicken, around the pan, just like that. Because you don't want your seasoning off of your chicken, just like that. And if you have chicken broth, you could go ahead and ladle some of your chicken broth too. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cover this with a seal wrap, foil paper, and I am going to place this into my oven. My oven is preheated right now at 375 degrees. I am going to place this into my oven for about 40 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and check on it after 40 minutes and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so bear with me. I'll put my foil paper onto my pan here and I will place it into my oven for about 45 minutes, okay? And then we'll check on the chicken and we will check on the vegetable, make sure they're nice and tender, and I'll show you that when I come back. Okay guys, so there you have it, my delicious roasted chicken with potatoes and vegetables. There you have it guys. It's been cooking in my oven under roast for about 45 to 50 minutes, and this is the finished product, and it's nice and juicy, and this is what it looks like guys. Let me bring in my camera so you can see. There you have it guys, my delicious roasted chicken with vegetables. I hope you like this video. If you do, kindly give it a thumbs up. Kindly like and share my videos with all your friends, family, co-workers on social media, and I will continue to bring you more videos. This is my delicious roasted chicken with potatoes and peppers. There you have it guys. On the right hand screen there is a notification bell. You could go ahead and click on that. You will be notified every time I uploaded a new video. And I thank each and every one of my subscribers, each and every one of my viewers, my established viewers and my new viewers. I welcome all of you and I thank you for tuning into my channel and supporting me so I could continue to bring you more delicious meal, and thank you so very much.